I've written this speech nearly a dozen times. The first speech was exceptionally mediocre, remarking on AU staples like the DAV and overused world politics jokes. My sixth draft remained optimistic in the face of doomsday, advising us to see the possibility of the unexpected, to greedily accept our generation's challenge. But as the weeks went on, as one plight fell on top of another, our future felt bleaker than ever. I was speechless, probably for the first time ever. What could I possibly say in 4 minutes that encapsulated the pandemonium of our last year, of the last 4? It wasn't until scrolling through TikTok a few weeks back when I came across a word that represented the theme of 2020. Sonder. The realization that passerbyers of your life are living unique realities of their own, in which they are playing the protagonist of their life, just as we are playing the lead of ours. Turns out, the background characters sitting behind you at the bridge, the nameless classmates who filled your economics lecture hall, actually have aspirations and fears, failures and accomplishments of their very own. Perhaps John Koenig invented the word sonder to emphasize empathizing with lives other than our own. Maybe if we'd recognized this realization, this sonder, a little earlier, we wouldn't have suffered through 4 years of complete chaos. Then again, maybe these years surface Sonder to the forefront for us to question and act upon. And now, every news station and social media post is calling for blueprints and healing. But how do we recover? How does this generation not repeat the mistakes of our predecessors? As we move forward as a generation, as a class, I implore us all to acknowledge the Sonder previously overlooked. Notice the background characters in your life. Imagine their story as if you were watching it in a movie. Feel their life as more than a scene in yours. Wonder, what is their lived reality? And then, ask yourself, could I live in it? Like really, truly embody living a moment in their shoes. Is that a size I'm comfortable with? What does that color do for me? Does the world privilege these shoes as much as mine? Could I happily live in these shoes forever? And depending on your answers, actively and passionately make choices that lead towards an equitable and just reality for everyone. Because we've made the fatal mistake of only progressing our own reality far too long. My original speech encompassed only one relevant line all these months later. The choices we make today are the ones we must live with forever. And those choices accumulate into change. Class of 2020, may our choices lead to change so profound that when we experience Sonder in the coming days, months, years, and decades, it is more than a realization of someone else's existence, but an awakening to an interconnectedness of all of our lives. And that our healing, our success as a generation, rides on what we choose to do with it. Congratulations, y'all. I think we finally did it.